JJ Solomon.
This Corey Bradshaw, Mr. RTBA. Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day. This is the Spit Bucket Podcast.
It's your boy, Mr. RTBA, Mr. 214, Senor Dos Uno Cuarto, Senor Dos Catorce, Mr. Undeniable, Mr. These boys can't touch me.
Woo!
On my worst day, right here with my partner in crime, Mr. JJ Solomon. Jose
Hola.
Jr., what's popping, my guy?
Bro, how are you, dog?
Man, I'm great. I'm living. I'm breathing. I can't complain about nothing, bro, because like we was talking about this week, there's somebody always out there who in the worse situation than we is. So I'm just thankful for everything I got, and I hope everybody from the 214 to across the pond is the same way.
Bro, there's no better time to remember that. You know what I mean? It's the holiday time. It's real easy to get caught up in shopping and gifts and toys. But at the end of the day, take a look around you, man, and we gotta live with that gratitude. So yeah, absolutely, I feel that. It's been a minute. Again, we had a lot of stuff coming up, but it's good to be back, and hopefully we're right back in the studio next week. But I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I hope the holiday season's treating everybody well. We got Christmas right around the corner. How's the holidays been treating you, bro?
Oh man, this is going good. I think it's a shocking. From the 214 to across the pond, I think my 6-year-old know that it's not really a Santa Claus.
What? We just talked about this. Keep
I
it
know. I think he know. Like he brought it to my attention, and I don't know if he actually know, but the way he wordsmithing me and his mama, I think he know that we bought the gifts.
Bro, that sucks, man. Like I told you, my kids took a long time. My little boy had to write me a note because he didn't want to tell me.
Yeah.
He wrote me a note at the dinner table, said, Dad, I already know that Santa Claus, you guys buy our gifts. I had to go to the room and cry a little bit. I was sad. Hey, bro, Al Money says, what up, fellas? Where the hell y'all been? Where have we been, Ray?
Man, we've been out here working. JJ, we got our first annual TSB toy bucket. You know, you understand me? Montoya Boxing Gym, in the ring with Christine, Kendrick Relaford, Maple Avenue Boxing Gym. You know, like we appreciate them folks, seriously.
Yeah, keep talking about that real quick. I'm gonna flash something up there.
And this is just something that's real deep to us. You know, like we said, it's a lot of unfortunate children out there, and you know, children are our future. And me, JJ Solomon, our whole team, our wives, our kids, everybody who behind us, the people who love us dearly, you know, we putting 100% effort into this because we want to see, you know, we just want to do our part as much as we can. You know, obviously we're not going to be able, you know, to get gifts to everybody, but we're able to do our part to get gifts to some who wasn't going to do that. How many days left on that, Jay?
It's the TSB Toy Bucket Tow Drive. Jason said we're yelling. We have until December 16th. We've got 4 donation hubs in DFW, 1 in Fort Worth, 2 in Dallas, 1 in Garden. So from the east to the west. So we appreciate the folks who've already participated. And we're trying to, you know, like you said, man, not everybody knows who Santa Claus is. There's a lot of kids out there who may not have the Christmases that they show on TV. So we're just trying to do our part, give back to the community. I had something I was going to flash up on the screen, but I can't pull it up right now. So it's all good, man. But I'm glad you mentioned it. Yeah, if y'all have any questions about the toy drive, check out our social media. We have it up there. We've got the hub, the donation hubs. Matter of fact, there it is right there. TSB Toy Bucket.
Yes, sir.
Montoya Boxing Gym. We've got Texas Select, Maple Avenue, and Dream Performance, Coach Kendrick Rutherford. Shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to Counterpunch Clothing. Those guys are going to provide the pickup. KO Therapeutics, obviously, our title sponsor. So big shout out to everybody for putting this together, getting the boxing community to come together for some big things. TSB Toy Bucket, it's the first year. Those things are only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So we appreciate everybody. Happy holidays, Al Money, man. Appreciate you, brother. Corey, it's fight week, dog.
Man, this fight week, bro.
You been on Groupon for your tickets? Been on Groupon for that Bud Crawford Evaneson?
Hey, you know what was shocking about you saying that, JJ? So today, shout out to the commentator, right? What's his name? Jose Contreras, is that his name?
I didn't watch the presser, bro.
Okay, well his name. Shout out to him. He told us. He say, "Oh, it's gonna be filled up. It's sold out in here." Then 1 minute later, I'm due to say, we still got tickets on sale. So if y'all need some extra tickets, go get them.
He said it's sold out.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I'm not going hard into Bud the way a lot of people does. The way I think he probably deserves to be, because at the end of the day, he's getting paid. He's taking care of his family. I'm pissed off as a boxing fan, but it's time to put up or shut up. You know, Omaha, y'all been talking a lot about Bud and what he brings to the table and his numbers and pay-per-view and undisputed and all his accolades. Look, at the end of the day, this is a business, right? And we need to see if Bud Crawford fan base can make a show happen. Bud's in there talking about going to Dubai or Saudi Arabia. Listen, dog, let's sell out Omaha first. Let's get some pay-per-view sold first, and then you start thinking big. So as frustrated as I've been with everything, I'm ready to put it behind us. I'm ready to see the damn fight. If somebody's streaming it, because I'm not paying $39.99 for it.
You really ready to see the fight, Jay?
I'm ready to put it behind us.
Look, I know anything can happen in the sport of boxing. I'm not gonna be crazy to the fact and I say anything can happen. But JJ, when you got an opponent who got stopped by an opponent that you knocked out, how much is this fight believable for us, the fans, the boxing consumers, the real bosses of boxing? How is that believable to us that makes us believe this is a matchup worth buying for $39.99, Jose Jr.?
No, I get it. And here's the thing. You know, these pros in our wonderful sport, it happens. If you fight off a couple of tough fights and then you want one just kind of to stay busy or stuff, but that's not the case here, man. We haven't seen Bud in the ring since last year. And, you know, what happened with Sean Porter happened and he stopped him and all that. So you, at this point in Bud's career, you're supposed to keep taking big challenges. So if you weren't going to fight Spence, I hate to beat a dead horse. Everybody's already had their opinion on it and all that stuff. Listen, he could have easily fought somebody else, dude. We didn't have to see David Evaneson. We posted that today where they asked Robert Garcia. Hell, they asked Bomac. And Robert Garcia said, who the is David Evaneson? Bomac said, hey, when I first heard about it, I was like, who is David? So those guys are in the industry. Think about all these casual fans that they rely on for these pay-per-view tickets who never even barely have heard of Bud Crawford. Now you're going to throw in Evaneson. So, look, we know how everybody feels. The only people who are really excited about this fight are Bud Crawford's super diehards. I think this was an injustice to boxing, but I'm just ready to put it behind us. So hopefully 2023 can bring the fight we all want to see. Honestly, dog, I don't think it's going to even happen no more, bro. Like,
it's hard to say right now, JJ. If you give everybody a meter from 0 to 100, I think everybody will be in the middle right now, right? You know, because this fight just came from out of nowhere, you know, and that's why I was so critical of it, because this is my thing right here, and I want to ask you this, Jose Jr., Mr. JJ Solomon, Mr. Don Jose himself. I want to ask you this. We knew Terrence Crawford was in negotiations with Errol Spence. Did Terrence Crawford really have both of his hands and feet in negotiations with the Errol Spence fight? Because the reason why I asked you that, this fight just came, I dream a genie, ding, ding, from out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So Did Bud really have his hands and feet really all the way in negotiating this fight with Earl the Truth Spence Jr.?
I can't look. We've got everything documented about how I felt about it. No, I don't think so, bro. It's impossible because you can't just strike up a whole new promotional company. You can't just strike up a whole new event, contract terms, everything be done overnight. So he was obviously, it's so damn blatantly clear. And look, I don't have no problem with that. But what I wish he would have done is taken that offer and presented it to PBC and say, look, I want this fight to happen. Let's give it. I'm getting older. Let's go and solidify this. I got $10 million offer over here. What can y'all do for me? But no, here we are.
No, and remember, JJ, that's what Bob Arum said. He said, to make this fight happen, you got to have a promotional company behind you. Okay, so if BLK Prime, reportedly, remember, hold up, if BLK Prime, reportedly, is paying Terrence Crawford $10 million, why Terrence Crawford didn't bring that to the table to make this Earl Spence fight happen? I'm lost for words on that. I just don't understand that. Because if you get $10 million to fight David Evanesian, I'm pretty sure that $10 million would have went a long way in helping solidify Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford. I'm sorry.
No doubt, bro. And look, Crawford, inside the ring is one of my favorite fighters in the world, right? And last time we saw him hiding from the media and kind of sitting to himself. And we saw him here in August in Fort Worth. And I went up to Crawford and I looked him right in the eyes. I was like, look, dog, I'm putting my camera away. I was like, I'm not going to play these silly social media games where you got to pick one side or pick the other. I'm a fan of yours. So I'm never just going to come out here and run my mouth because Errol Spence is from Dallas, But you got to call it like you see it, dude. I'm a huge Bud Crawford fan. I love what he's done in the ring. But these past couple weeks, man, like seeing him on the Boxing Boys actually, and I seen him on the Boxing Boys, just kind of saying, man, I would love to have this fight in Saudi Arabia because Saudi Arabia cares more about boxing than Americans do, and they could put 60,000 people in the seats. Look, if you want 60,000 people in the seats, you can come over here and do it down the street at Jerry World. I promise you. Spence Crawford will put 60,000 people in the seats.
Dude, it will put 100. I ain't trying to control. Just real quick. It will put 100,000 people in Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah. So you're saying, okay, I would love to do it in Dubai because we'll get paid more because it'll sell more. That's what he was saying. And Danny called him out. Danny's like, no, it would be silly to be in Saudi Arabia. The fans here want to see it. What do you mean Americans don't have interest? This is the only fight Americans want to see right now. And you're the one that's dragging us along, having to watch a sparring session for $40 on Saturday. So I'm frustrated, but I'm ready to put it behind us. The fight fan in me, I'm sure we're going to see a quick knockout. But, hey, great. All of Team Crawford, Team Bud, all his fans are saying David Avanesian's got some talent. What if David Avanesian pulls off the impossible?
Oh, dude. JJ. JJ. Let David Avanesian pull off this upset. JJ Solomon. I don't think he will. I truly don't. But if he pulls off this upset, JJ, oh, man, that's... Look, I know he's not going to do it. I'm talking the impossible. I do understand who Terrence Crawford is. See, it's a lot of, people out here who brains the size of a pea. They say, oh, Correa don't like Terrence Crawford. No, that's not the case. Correa just let the truth come to the power, and the power come to the truth on Terrence Crawford and who he is. JJ, if you would have seen that press conference today, Jose Jr., like that was a mockery for the sport of boxing. That was a freaking injustice, bro, for the sport of boxing. And this is what's crazy. BLK Prime had the live on, and the live was on for 45 minutes before the fighters even came on the damn stage. Then the entire press conference only lasted 30 minutes. Then the Jose Contreras, the announcer, say, "Oh, this Zab Judah, BLK Prime ambassador." I'm like, the young kids don't even know who the hell Zab Judah is. And if they remember him, and this is no disrespect to Zab Judah, he had an excellent career. But you know, when you do something that go viral, people remember that more than they remember the things you did in your boxing career. When he got knocked down against Costazu, you know, started doing the the stinky leg. He grabbed that dude by the neck.
You say neck?
The neck, the referee, you know.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right.
So, Zab Judah, I thought, look, JJ, I'm not trying to harp on this, but I thought this was $1 billion hedge fund, sir.
Bro, that's what we've heard.
Put it on you real quick, Jay.
Huh?
Put it on you.
Oh, put it on me. Here's what I was gonna say though. Like, hey, you remember the very first amateur event we did, and the production was a little spotty. That's kind of what it sounds like. Kind of what it sounds like was going on with Bud. But I don't care. Look, I don't care so much about the production. I mean, of course, you know, I miss HBO. Matter of fact, today's the anniversary of HBO's last card. I miss the glamour of a big time pay-per-view fight. Obviously, we're not going to get that Saturday. At the end of the day, as fight fans, we should be interested in what goes on between the bells. But yeah, dog, that's something like you're talking about bringing new eyeballs to the sport. You want it to look clean, especially if you're one of the top 5 pound-for-pound fighters in the world. You want it to look nice. You want new fans to say, "Wow, these guys got it going on. Oh, this is Terrence Crawford. This is the guy I've been hearing about all these years." But no, if there's any new fans coming to the table on Saturday, they're going to see a high school production worth of a fight. And I know that's not important, but it is important. It's important to represent our sport the way we would like it represented. Look, me and you were just some startup podcast, you know, but
I'm back, Jay.
We want it to look good. We want it to look clean. We want it to be easy on the eyes. That's why we got a studio in downtown. Like, we want to present our product nicely because we got pride in our work. We got pride in our sport.
Don Jose, talk your shit.
Well, bro, I'm pissed, dog. I'm salty. Like, I'm happy for Terrence Crawford as a person, and I want everybody
happy. What we happy for?
Huh?
What we happy for? Like,
I'm happy for him as a man. You know, he got kids and stuff, and he's making his money and cool. That's fine.
I mean, yeah, no. That's one thing that you never question me. The dude is an excellent. You know, when it comes to taking care of you, that ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, yeah, of course, everybody. But that's just automatic. You're supposed to be there for your kids. So I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about this fight. I'm not happy with it at all.
No, I'm not happy with the fight either. Hey, Jerry, the Salinas family saying, "What's up, brother?" Jordan Clampini talking about, "I would use my vacation time tomorrow to travel for Spence Crawford."
Thanks.
And a lot of people would. So when Bud is saying Americans don't care about boxing, listen, Bud, Americans cared about Floyd Mayweather. Americans cared about Roy Jones. Hell, Americans cared about Canelo Alvarez. Americans cared about Oscar De La Hoya. Americans can't. Tank Davis can sell. Errol Spence can sell. So don't say, because Terrence Crawford, you as one of the best fighters in the world, it's up to you. I know you hire promoters. I know all that, but it's up to you to be an ambassador of the sport. Not sit back and say, "Well, Americans don't like boxing, so I should go somewhere else." No, man.
What's wrong with him?
No.
What's wrong with him?
Again, I'm a Bud Crawford fan, but I'm up to here with Bud Crawford. And I know I'm just one dude, one guy in this giant-ass universe. But Corey, would you not say I'm about the most patient dude, you know, like...
Hey, far as they come. Look, one thing about you as far as they come. Now, when they come to me, I could go a little over the top. Everybody know that about Mr. 214. You know, they know that about me. But when it's as far as it come, bro, and it takes a lot to push you over the edge where you up here with a fighter. But
Yup. And both of them, I just gotta call it like I see it. Like I see Spence. You know, if you look at their stay busy mad potential fight, well, Avanesyan, and then look what Spence is looking at possibly fighting with Keith Thurman. That's a fight.
That's
That's
a
a fight.
fight.
Keith Thurman, he's not quite what he used to be in my eyes, I don't think, but still, it's a fight. It's a fight that has a risk involved. It's a fight that people want to see, that have wanted to see. So I'm not just sitting here rubbing Errol Spence's shoulder saying, "Oh, you're doing it all right," but we didn't get Bud, so he's giving the fans something they want to see. And for that, I salute him, man. Like he always says, I don't take tune-up fights. And for that, I salute Errol Spence. Big time.
But the big thing, JJ. Oh, go ahead. What you gonna say?
No, I don't gonna say nothing.
But the big thing is,
I
think he the Don. Shout out to Rap Star Raw Boxing. I think when it comes to boxing in the UK, I think this dude we call Eddie Hearn is the Don Dada when it comes to boxing right now. Like when it comes to promoters, that guy is the face of UK boxing. I'm not throwing anybody else under the rug because there's a lot of promoters out there. Like you got Frank Warren, you got the new company Boxer. So they doing their thing, but it's just undeniable. Eddie Hearn is the face of promotion when it comes to UK boxing. And he came out and made a bold statement, Jay.
What you say, 10,000?
He said Terrence Crawford and David Avanesyan ain't gonna do 10,000 pay-per-view buys. And I believe him. JJ, after seeing that high school
press conference,
JJ, I'll be shocked. And not just seeing it, seeing the fighters on the card, Jose Jr. Look, you got Chris Cyborg as the co-main event. She never boxed a day in her life, Jay, and she is the co-main event on that card. Jose Jr., I would be shocked if this pay-per-view do 1,000 pay-per-view buys.
I'm with you. And this ain't not Chris Cyborg, one of the sweetest ladies we've ever met. She's a great person and big, giant heart. But again, she's the co-main event on arguably top 4 pound-for-pound fighter in the world's card. We brought somebody, Mike D said, when Spence fighting. We talked about that a little bit. Corey, let's take a quick break, and we will address the Spence situation. We talked about that a little bit before we came on. Take a quick break, and we will address that question here in a few. Hold on, where is our quick break? Here it is right here. Give us a quick second.
We all have battles. We fight. We train. We work. We persevere. And we celebrate. We are all one.
I can't do anything if I can't walk in my prosthetic. It's a lot of pain that I feel throughout my day. It can be very intense. Now I just put that balm over it and it will heal up much faster and it will let the callus recover. That's amazing. It is a total game changer. I am hooked. I'm just hooked.
Life is hard. KO makes it better. KOCBD.com.
KOCBD.com. If you're in pain, trust me, I do not leave without this. I don't want to leave without this one, and I've got the balm as well. When I'm traveling, if you got any type of old injuries, any type of pain from work, from sports, whatever the case, KOCBD.com. Use the discount code TSB10. I promise you guys, you will feel incredible relief. Big shout out to KO Therapeutics. Those guys are doing big things, and appreciate you guys supporting the show. Before we left, though, Mike D, when Spence fighting, you know, they got the WBC order and Keith Thurman. We still haven't heard anything official.
Hold up. See, I think that's disrespectful.
What Mike said?
No, yeah, what he's saying, what a lot of people said, they saying when Spence fighting. I think it's disrespectful and I think it's cowardly, right? And I think they just, these dudes who ride for Terrence Crawford, they just looking for a way out because everybody around here from the 2142 across the pond know Terrence Crawford uh, messed up negotiations in the whole fight with taking another fight, right? I think that's a cowardly move. I think that's a cowardly act for people to come out here and say when Errol Spence fighting. What the hell y'all worried about when Errol Spence fighting, right? Errol Spence was in negotiations with Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford messed up the bag. Terrence Crawford never had all his feet and hands in the table. He had 1 foot in and 1 foot out the whole damn time. So I need all y'all on here. Stop asking when Earl gonna fight. Earl gonna fight when he wanna fight now. Terrence Crawford played since he became a free agent in the month of November. He played. He act like this was the only fight he. And you know what's crazy? That's why I got no sympathy for Terrence Crawford in the backlash. He getting it. He deserves all of it. This was the same guy who I defended. Because when Earl came out and said, why would Earl said, get a belt. And then when Earl Spence came out and said, why would I fight you? I could take the easy way. I said, oh, hell no, Earl. Not you. Because you was the same guy, Earl Spence, who called Keith Thurman a duck. You was the same guy, Earl Spence, who said, oh, I'll never be like them. That's why fighters love me, because they know I want all the smoke. And when Earl Spence did that, I was dead center at his top, right? So Terrence Crawford was chasing him for 4 years, practically on his hands and knees, begging, please, Earl, please, let me get this fight. And when it was right there, JJ, he dropped the ball. So stop asking us when Earl Spence gonna fight. Earl Spence didn't mess up negotiations.
Nope.
Terrence Bud Crawford did. Fact.
Yeah, that's all facts. And listen, everybody's so quick, especially when it comes to ILTBA. When Correa says something, oh, he's a flip-flop. Oh, he's be switching it up. Listen, man, I respect so much what you just said. And what's so shitty and so screwed up about our sport, specifically the conversation about Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence, is if you say one bad thing about Bud, you get all these folks from Omaha and everybody Bud saying, oh, you just what is it, Errol sexual, blah, blah, blah. If you say one bad thing about Errol Spence, oh, here comes the entire city of Dallas to jump all over your ass. Like, I've said this for a long time. It's been both of their faults. But we've seen Errol Spence say he got blindsided. November 19th was supposed to be the day. Everybody was locked in and loaded and ready to go. So, Mike, no disrespect to Terrence Crawford and all his fans, but you cannot be asking what is Spence doing. Spence was forced to scramble. Because Terrence Crawford pulled out the blind side. He hit everybody upside the head. Me, you, every one of these fans, everybody was bamboozled when we heard this news. So look, if Spence fights Thurman, great. If Spence fights somebody else, I don't think he's going to fight a schmuck. I don't think Errol Spence is going to fight a David Avanesian. You can bet that. But that's not the question you need to be asking, Mike. The question you need to be asking is, hey, Terrence, why didn't you take that offer and go leverage it with PBC? So you're not sitting here in a damn screen looks like this screen. Oh, we probably spent more money on this screen than BLK Promotions did on their damn So I'm tired of it all, man, and I'm tired of Team Crawford and Team Spence just constantly sitting and pointing fingers. At the end of the day, it's both their faults. But right now, this shit we have to watch on Saturday, and I love what everybody's doing. Because it was on our headline. There's an ESPN card that's a lot nicer and a lot more attractive when we're talking about Teofimo Lopez at 140. So I'd like to talk a little bit about that. If
Let's go.
Teofimo, what do you think? Calling out everybody, Regis.
I don't know, man. Like, I like the way Teo looked in his last fight. You know,
let's talk some comments. Let's real quick. Let's talk some comments real quick before we get into that. We had Heyman low ball offer. I can see that, but again, you got the $10 million offer. What a businessman is supposed to do, if you're going to be promoting yourself, you take that and you leverage it for the fight that you say you really want. You don't just say, oh, there's a $10 million offer, let me get it. No, you say, hey, I'm getting a $10 million offer. If y'all don't pay me more money or give me some guarantee, I'm going to take that. It doesn't sound like that ever happened. We don't know.
But how Heyman lowball? Like, look.
I do have a problem with Al Heyman's offer, and I do have a problem with Al Heyman's terms and conditions. But
what's your problem?
Again, the transparency, the non-guarantee.
He gave him transparency.
We don't know that.
Hey, Jay, Earl came out and said he had no guarantee. If Earl Spence, the way bigger fighter, come out and say he had no guarantee, what's your problem, Terrence Crawford?
Hey, you talking about the fight that the whole world wants to see, man. I think you got to be a little bit more.
Espinosa said it himself. It's only 3 fighters who sell in our stadiums. I remember him saying Javante Davis. I think he said Earl. I know he said Earl Spence. And I think was it Deontay Wilder?
You sure he didn't say Canelo?
Oh, Canelo. Yeah, Canelo.
Yeah.
So come on now, like, think about that. And that's facts, Jay.
You got Mr. Harambe Jackson saying, stop the madness, Corey Bradshaw. I didn't hear no madness from you, dog. You know what's madness is this December 10th fight card when we get to see Christy Cyborg as a co-main event. That's madness to me. Boxing Show is asking if KO Therapeutics is it organic? I'm pretty sure. I don't know if there's a difference in it's all natural, dog.
It's all natural.
Yeah.
They grow it in the forms.
I could not, again, ask Corey, when we would travel, I was taking pain pills all the time. Now I got this bad boy in my pocket. It's amazing, man, especially if you're training, and their balm helps with inflammation. So good question. Let's see what we got. Chicken Talk in the house. What up, though? What's up, Chicken Talk? Corey's back to Twitter. You look up hashtag Chicken Talk is a big presence on Twitter. So I'm sure hopefully we get to talk some shit on there too. Hey, but what were we talking about? Teofimo Lopez, right?
Hey, who is Chicken Talk?
If I'm not mistaken, Chicken Talk should be old Lefty on Twitter.
Is that the one who I think I talked to him before on do he do a show with some dude like on Sunday morning or Saturday?
Yeah, they do they got
him and Jake Donovan or something.
Yeah, they got a show on Twitter. He was actually at the studio. He was at the
we was talking about you. You got to go back and listen to that, JJ. I don't even remember him. But he said we went there. No,
they had a suite next door to us.
Yeah, I know. He said we was talking about that. You got to go listen to that live on my page because he was on there, right? And I was like, he said we went downstairs and smoked and everything. But, it was a lot of people there, and we had to, do our delegations around, whoopty-woo. So, but he know his box. He relentless, too, like, but he totally off. I had to, like, he's a great boxer. He know his boxing, 100%. But I had to crush him the other day when he was talking for Terrence Crawford. Man, they just way at the point. And tell him to drop his Twitter so I can follow him.
Oh, he's all. I'll get to. I'll tag him. He's all.
Because I'm coming on that show.
He had Tank Davis on a couple of days ago when Tank told us we had to change our name. Hey, Lefty, I was about to tell Tank he should change his name to the Magic Eraser since his ass always deleting these damn tweets. But I don't want to ruffle any feathers on y'all shit. But I appreciate you, dog. You're doing big things on Twitter, man. Hopefully we can do a collab sometime soon. Yeah, Lamarcus Robinson said Chicken Talk just had Tank on there. But
that's Lamarcus. What's up, my boy?
Anyway, Teofimo Lopez. You think he's gonna do anything at 140, dog? I still got this sour taste in my mouth with Tio. I think you're muted, bro. What happened? Can y'all hear us still?
Jay, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up real quick.
Hey, Lefty, I don't know if y'all seen our studio. This is just our unscripted, but we got a studio presence too, dog. So we'll be back in
Can
there.
you hear me, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I think T.O. like we can't disregard like is he arrogant as hell? Like do I think he's still not humble like he should be, you know, do I think he's still, you know, all of that? Yeah, I think that of him, you know. But we got to be honest, T.O. is a proven fighter, right? He is a guy who beat Richard Comey. Did he beat who that Navarrete?
No. He beat
Not Navarrete, but he beat some Mexican fighter. I can't think of his name right now. But it was a huge step up. I think he was Mexican. I can't remember. Then he went up and took all the belts. Like I looked at Teofimo as the real undisputed champion. Shout out to the undisputed champion now at 135 and Devin Haney because T.O. ain't there no more. But at that time, I looked at T.O. as that guy because Devin Haney didn't win that fight and win that belt. You know, they just basically gave him that belt. That's why people was calling him email champion. We was in Las Vegas. We discussed that on the Boxing Force. But at the time, I looked at T.O. as that guy. I looked at him as him. So absolutely, I think he have the skill set to do something at 140, but it's hard to measure right now because when I look at T.O., it's like he trying to be somebody he ain't. JJ, like look,
I agree, bro. And here's what I think Teofimo Lopez has already been the victim of overlooking an opponent. Now, I'm not taking anything away from Kambosos, man, but I think Teofimo Lopez bit himself in the ass talking all that shit, and we saw Kambosos come out with a huge upset. If he's not careful against Martin, then we could see something because he's coming up in weight, bro. And I know it doesn't sound like a lot to average people who probably don't pay attention to the sport or whatever. 135 to 140 is a big jump. And if he's not careful, Martin might surprise him. He needs to focus on Martin and then let him and his daddy do their stuff later. Now, look, I agree with everything you just said, bro. I'm not crazy about the character Teofimo Lopez is.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about, like, we always talk about Deontay Wilder, all the excuses and all of that. Like, take your loss, bro. Take your L and grow from it. If he's not careful, we might not see Teofimo Lopez in these super fights, calling out Regis and calling out Jason.
What's he doing? Like, what's that dude? Is his name Sandoval Martin?
Sandor Martin. Oh, look, Chicken Talk. Yeah, I agree 1,000%. T.O. better focus on Sandor Martin instead of calling everybody calling out. And that's exactly right.
Yeah, he calling this dude Sandor Martin. I don't care what nobody say. Like, that dude beat Mikey. He retired Mikey Garcia. What's his record, JJ?
Sandor?
Is he undefeated?
I don't know if he's undefeated, but man, Mikey looked terrible.
But he ain't lost no fight since that Mikey fight, right?
No, he's 40-2. Yeah, and he's only fought once since Mikey.
Hey, this is a real fight. When you speak on that weight, this is a real fight. When I look at Sandor Martin, he got real skills in there, and he displayed that. We may have looked at Mikey and like woo-de-woo, but Sandor Martin is a guy who is hungry, right? And like I say, T.O., I think his marbles is still a little flipped. And I think he still don't get it. I think T.O., that's just in him. That's just who he is. He going to come out there and start fast and try to knock you out. So I look at Sandor Martin. If he stay focused, circle that ring, do all the correct things, he could possibly beat Teofimo Lopez. And so I can't call this fight right now because I don't know where T.O. at right now, and he going up. He having a real fight Saturday night.
No doubt, bro. No doubt. And he's coming up at 140. Again, we don't know where he's at mentally. But if he comes out and he looks like the Teofimo Lopez that we know he can be, I'm excited. As a fight fan, you know, I'm not crazy about the antics. I'm not crazy about his dad talking all that stuff. But as a fight fan, seeing the fights, there's some big fights that we can see with Teofimo Lopez. So if he comes out and he looks damn good, the way we know he can look, then the sky's the limit at 140, just like the sky's the limit at 135. I'd love to see Teofimo and Regis. I love Regis's character, but you know what? I think Tio takes that fight if it's the best Tio versus the best Regis.
No, I got Regis knocking
Yeah.
T.O. out. Now, seriously, like like T.O. Like I know all boxers supposed to be confident, right? And you're supposed to have that indestructible mentality, like you the baddest mother, shut your mouth on this planet. I know you're supposed to be like that. But also boxers are supposed to be humble in defeat, right? And take it gracefully. I'm telling you, T.O. still in his head. He got robbed that night. Let's not forget. This the same guy who said he won 11 rounds to 2
Hell yeah, he forgot how to do math
against
first.
Kambosos. After we seen Kambosos whoop his you know what. So my thing is, hell, look, T.O. better worry about Sendo. Sendo Martin is a real fight. Now, if T.O. could show me something in that fight, look, I know him and Regis will be competitive, and I'm not gonna even say Regis knock him out, but I think so. But like, he got to show me who he is in this fight. This is a bigger step up fight. Who did he fight the first? I can't even remember who he fought coming back from that fight.
He fought a name. Shit. Now I'm having trouble over here. Y'all keep catching me
Hey,
off.
help us out in the chat. Like this
Pedro.
unscripted.
Selena's Jerry just said he fought Pedro Campos, right? Campos, some shit like that. Yeah. But here, I'm with you 100%. I don't want to make a prediction on Regis Tio until I see what Teofimo Lopez comes on Saturday. I just see too many holes in Regis' defense, bro. And that scares me a little bit. I love the guy. I love Regis. I love his heart. I love his character. But as just straight up calling it like I see X's and O's, I think there's too many holes in his defense.
But you know,
bro,
the one thing, that's an honest assessment. But the one thing about Regis and the one thing about Teofimo, you can say the same thing. They got holes in their defense. But the one thing we can say when it comes to composure, Regis is the more he the fighter with the most composure in the fight. We didn't see Regis jump off a block and after he lost his fight. That was a close competitive fight with him and the former undisputed champion and Josh Taylor. Regis didn't get no opportunity to 3 years later. So that showed you how focused and determined he is. And when we're talking about skill set, he got that and some. We seen how he just did his last opponent. So yeah, I got Regis.
Yeah, Lamarcus.
You see how they messing with me?
Lamarcus said Regis will make it an inside fight. I don't know if Tio can win that. Mike, Regis gonna play Mexican national anthem. And then Lefty Chicken Talk, Regis will knock Tio's dick string loose.
I agree with you, bro. Look, Tio is confused. He a confused fighter now, Jay. Look, he gonna have to show me now. But the dude who I'm looking, look, did you just see him when they had their first face-to-face? Boo. What you doing there for, T.O.? You nervous? Like that? Look, he nervous, Jay.
I didn't like that at all, dude. I didn't like that at all.
Like, what you doing there for, boo? What was that?
Bro, he's so damn childish, bro. He remind me like a little brother or something. But I'm not gonna sit here and get on my little chair and talk about, oh, this guy's child. Like shit's annoying, but I could just be getting old and shit. I don't know. Hey, so look, we got Tank, we got Regis, Tank and Crawford this weekend. That ESPN card looks pretty good. I want to talk, Corey. I know we talked a little bit about before. Is that actually this came from Chicken Talk? Some of the stuff Tank was talking. Do you want? We talked a little bit about the Shakur Haney back and forth. You want to get in on that a little bit? And
let's
then
get into it, my guy.
Hey, real quick though, let's take a quick break. I want to talk about real fast. Show you guys our newest.
And hold on, before you do that, Jay, we need y'all to like this, share this for us. Please share it on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Like this. Tell your friends about the Spit Bucket Podcast. We are the new wave when it comes to this. So please tell everybody.
And check out our new partners over at No Worries Home Sale.
So that
Ho ho ho! It's Santa here, and this holiday season, I'm bringing with me good tidings of cold, hard Christmas cash. I've teamed up with the good folks at No Worries Home Sale to buy unwanted properties throughout Dallas-Fort Worth. We'll buy any house as is. There's never any repairs to make or realtor commissions to pay. And you can get some Christmas cash for your home in as little as 7 days. So, what are you waiting for? Christmas? Click Get Offer now and submit the short form to receive a free, no obligation cash offer on your home today.
No Worries Home Sale, guys. Y'all check them out. Listen, if you are in a bad situation with your house, you're facing foreclosure, call them up, 855-233-CASH. If you know somebody who's in a bad situation, those guys pay $1,000 referrals. So send them your homies, your friends, your sister. If they're in a bad situation, foreclosure, divorce, whatever the case, they need cash quick. They can sell their house as is, not put a single cent into it. Get the hell out. Get their check in 7 days. Check out No Worries Home Sale. Perfect reviews on Google. You guys are great people, so check them out. If you need some quick cash and you need to cash out of your house, those guys will really get you taken care of.
yeah, shout out to No Worries Home Sale. But hold up. So
Yeah.
JJ, when me and you was talking offline the other day, I didn't know you was on our guy Chicken Talk page where he said Tank Davis said what?
Oh
What
yeah,
did the-
well, and yeah, Tank made a quick comment on there, right? He said somebody asked him the same old shit. What's your big plans? What do you want to do? And Tank said,
No, he said, I'm talking about our name.
"Oh, okay." That was just a little shit talking, bro.
What did he say though?
He said we need to change our name.
Oh, really? So hold up, Javante Tank Davis.
I see what you started, Lefty.
Let me holler at you. Right. This a dude whose name is Javonta. Your name is Javonta, and you trying to tell us, the Spit Bucket Podcast, we need to change our name? Dude, go look on your birth certificate and see your name is Javonta. But salute, good luck, January 7th. Hope you win, so you and Ron go sit and get it on.
No, but more interesting, dog. He said he made a comment that said, "I want to get the fight. I want to fight the fighter. I don't want to fight, and I want to get the hell out of here." Kind of had that tone that I'm tired of all the bullshit. He may have even said that I'm tired of bullshit. And I asked him, I was like, "When did that start for you?" Like, obviously, when you get into a sport, your goals aren't to cash out and get the hell out. You want to be the best, especially when you're hanging out with Floyd. But then he changed his story real quick and said, like, "No, well, he goes, maybe that's just how I'm feeling right now." But that thought's already creeping in his head, and we've said this before. You start thinking about retirement, that's a dangerous game to be playing in this sport. Because if you're not 100% in, there's a good chance the guy across from you is 110% in, and he wants to knock your head off. And Tank, you might have all the power in the world, and you might be putting asses in the seat, but you got to be careful, dog. If you're not all the way in it, especially if you're about to fight somebody with, again, I'm not big on Ryan Garcia. I don't think he's the greatest thing ever, but he's dangerous. And if you come into that game, that fight not 100%, it could be very dangerous. So something that I thought was really interesting, he said. What are your thoughts on that, bro?
I think it's just rubbish. I just look at it as rubbish. I just look at it as a guy who mentally in a good place, right? Where he at. He finally out of Mayweather Promotions. Because whether you like Javante Tank Davis or not, me and Javante, we done had our words back and forth. You know, that's neither here or there, and that's in the past. But whether you like him or not, Javante Davis is a bigger star than a lot of these fighters who are fighting today. So me, I look at it as this dude just in a good place right now. You know, he been hearing everybody saying, "Oh, they ain't you ain't fighting nobody." And you know what? Floyd was the reason, in my opinion, why he wasn't fighting nobody. Because JJ, look at Mayweather Promotions now. Who they got? Rolly? I mean, I like Rolly, but who they got that's gonna be a big ticket seller? Who do they got? Like, to me, with Javante Davis, leaving Mayweather promotion, this could be the end of Mayweather's promotion, because you got to understand, because like Gervonta, you were saying the same thing Floyd was saying. I think it's understandable because you was trying to ride with the guy. But with him not fighting all the fights we wanted, I I truly think now that it really wasn't Gervonta Davis. I think it was Floyd Mayweather. So I just think he mentally in a good place now where he know his name is there, and he finna make some real big time money, because Devontae just what, 28, 29? So he really in the prime of his career right now, Jose Jr. So I think it's just all rubbish. He just finally happy. You heard Eddie Hearn, he showed the tweet. Eddie Hearn say, I'll give you 10 million right now to get whoopty whoop, whoopty whoop. You heard Steven Espinoza talk how he talked about Gervonta Davis. You see how Gervonta Davis, in any arena he go to, everybody from wherever they come from to across the pond, they shows up and shows out. So I don't look at it like that with him because he's too young. I look at it like the weight is finally lifted off his shoulders. He ain't got to hear about them saying he don't want to fight this guy, he can't fight that guy, or the Crayola Goatee and Leonard Ellaby talking for him. So yeah, that's how I look at it.
No, man, and I want to see, like, I like Tank, bro. You know, I don't like some of the social media comments and deleting his tweets and all that, but the guy's a star and the guy's got tons of talent. Now, I agree with everything you said. I think he hit a wall with Floyd Mayweather, with Mayweather promotion. I think deep down inside, Mayweather's never going to let his fighters get bigger than him. He might never say that, but he's got that pride. He worked his ass off for that. But Mayweather did get Tank to this point. Mayweather, I don't know if you want to say he turned him into a star, because you still got to go in there and win the fights. But Mayweather put him in position to where now he's here and he could launch. I hope that Tank gives us the fights we want to see. I saw Shakur make that one little comment when they were going back and forth on Twitter saying, hey, did you not tell me you were going to fight the easy fights, cash out, and get the hell out? And I don't think Shakur would lie about that. So I hope Tank's not just in here trying to collect a couple checks and get out. I hope we see him against Ryan. I hope we see him against a Haney or a Shakur one day. Because honestly, dog, think about it. That would light it up. That would light the boxing world up. The guy's a star, dog.
I'm really happy that he gone from Mayweather Promotions now,
too,
because this give us, the media and the boxing fans out here, a real glimpse to see if Gervonta really gonna make these fights happen. But you heard Showtime already come out, so it seemed like it's true. It's 2 fights lined up with him after this fight, which is dangerous. But I look at him winning that fight. But I think Gervonta is finna make these fights now. And just think about it, JJ. If Gervonta fight Ryan Garcia, just think if it's a close fight. It's going to already be huge the first fight. Then you get the second fight. That's super money. So that's 2 fights right there. Then if Gervonta is successful in that, then you have a Shakur Stevenson at 135, right? Whoopty whoop. Think if that fight close, Gervonta or Shakur win, either or. It's going to be huge the second fight. So that's 4 fights. But just let's say if Gervonta becomes successful, then Devin Haney at 140, or Regis, or whoever, Teofimo, who going to be running it, it's a couple of more fights. So he really could be out the game early with a whole lot of money, because it's a lot of big fights that can happen twice, especially if they close.
Damn good points. That's a lot of money. And you know what that's doing? It's not Terrence Crawford, David Evaneson, a lot of money. These are fights we want to see. Rematches. I don't give a damn. Like, we want to see these fights. So it's up to us. It's up to the people. It's up to Lefty on Chicken Talk. It's up to all of us to remind these guys, as much as we love them, as much as we love the Spences and the Crawfords and the Tanks and the Shakurs, when we get them opportunities to talk to them, let's not just be rubbing on their shoulders, making them feel like kings. Let's say, guys, you got a job. You got a responsibility. You want to leave a legacy? you got to take these fights. The hell with your undefeated record. Most boxing fans, real fans, don't care about it. So when we have these opportunities, let's force them. Let's push it and push it and push it. Make these fights happen. We should already be talking about Boots and Virgil. That's a whole nother conversation, but we need to be talking about it now. So when it's finally time for it to happen, they're not hitting us with BLK Prime and bullshit like this. So my thoughts on that.
Let's see. Shit, Jose Jr.
Yeah,
and the thing about it is, man, like we just like you say, we can't like these fighters fight. We can't spend y'all money for y'all. We love the sport of boxing.
Yep.
We cover the sport of boxing. So don't sit up here and talk about we jealous of whoopty whoop. No, we can't spend y'all money. We don't worry about y'all money and what's because we can't spend it. We want boxing to be the best it could be.
And we have the names, we have the talent to make it. I mean, bro, like 2023 could 2022 was great. It ended kind of meh. You know, what we got is coming Saturday. Teofimo kind of saving the day, and that ESPN card saving the day. But 2022, in the grand scheme of things, was a great year. We saw a lot of damn good fights. We saw a lot of big names. We saw women's boxing get put on the map like it never has been before. 2 weeks from now, we got our awards episode where we're going to talk about our fighter of the year, coach of the year, knockout of the year, prospect of the year. So stay tuned for that. But we really could see 2023 be enormous. I mean, we already see Usyk and Fury about to lock that up, which an undisputed fight at heavyweight, bro. As the heavyweight division goes, the rest of the sport goes. And if we can have ourselves, bro.
I think like, I'm with you, Jay. I think 2023 gonna be better than 2022 because just think about it. In realistic, like it's possible. Like I think it'll be foolish of both Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford if they walk away from the biggest bag they could get. So I think that fight is gonna happen because I don't think both of them inside their heads are that dumb to where they're not gonna make that happen. So I do see that fight. Like I say, I'm right here with it, but I just can't in my mind think that they dumb to where they gonna let that fight just go by. Then, like you just said, Fury versus
Usyk,
undisputed. Guess who else fighting January the 28th? Charlo versus Zoo for undisputed, right? Then you got Tank versus Garcia. You know, big time fight. Ain't no championship fight, but it's a big time fight.
Haney Loma.
Then you know you're going to see Haney move up to 140 if he win that fight, right? You know, I think he is, though. But if he win that fight, he going to have the automatic bid to go up to 140 and fight whatever champion he wants. So I just think I'm with you. I think 2023 going to be super more exciting.
I'm with you, bro. Well, we've been up for about an hour. It's our first show back. You about ready to wrap it up, dog?
Yeah, man. Let's wrap it up, man.
Let's wrap it up. Hey, listen, we're gonna try to stream the BLK Prime. Listen, we're gonna give you a discount. We're gonna do it for $34.99. No, I'm just kidding. I have a Christmas party to go to on Saturday, but I'm gonna bust my ass to get in front of that TV. But we're gonna try to stream it. If we stream it, it's gonna be a Zoom stream. So go and follow our YouTube. And when you follow our YouTube, shoot me or Correa an inbox. And if we get that link, man, we'll shoot it out. We're gonna try our damnedest to stream the Bud Crawford fight for you guys. A little Christmas gift. Please like, share, subscribe. We got a huge year planned up ahead of us, guys. We appreciate everybody thus far. January 2nd is our anniversary episode. So stay tuned for that. We got some special guests gonna be on here. But yeah, man, we appreciate you guys. Corey, you got anything else you want to finish off with?
Yeah, man, I just want to shout out to everybody on here from the 214 to across the pond who love the sport of boxing, whether we agree or we disagree, because guess what? We still putting that work in to keep boxing alive. I just want everybody to keep doing a tremendous job in what y'all doing. JJ Solomon, me, Mr. RTBA, Corey Bradshaw, we got much love to everybody out here in the sport of boxing. Big dog salute.
Big dog salute. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see y'all next time. This is JJ Solomon.
This Corey Bradshaw, Mr. Out to be a Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day. And this is the Spit Bucket Podcast.